Welcome guys to back again to Deals DIY and Adventure. Today we are about to work on this water heater. The customer says she doesn't have any hot water, so I figured this would be a good lesson for all homeowners to DIY yourself. Just the basic stuff. So we're here today to show you how it's done. So just thank you guys for all my faithful subscribers and my faithful viewers. I just thank you for all the support that you're giving me. You know, we're moving slowly but surely. So as I ask of you always, please to, I'm getting tongue tied this morning. Please to share with your friends and your relatives and all those your acquaintances, and just tell them to come along with us as they learn a thing or two from us, and as we share with you the blessings, and as I take you right over to the water heater. Be blessed and watch. All right, so with me this morning is Mr. Hayden. Hayden, say hi to the folks.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, and so today, this water heater, the customer didn't have any hot water, so we took the tap off and all of this right here. And so the first thing we're gonna do, make sure the breaker is not tripped. So let me take you to the breaker. So the breaker is around here, and so this is the breaker right here. It's right in this panel right here. So the breaker was not tripped, so we turn it off, and we're going to check these elements to make sure that to make sure that um they're good. So the first thing we're gonna do is take the cover off to test the element to see if we have a bad element. So see, Aiden is testing right now. We'll make sure the power is off at the breaker. So that's the first thing you gotta do. Turn the breaker off here, because we're gonna do a ohm test on these elements. We're gonna test for the resistance on these elements. And so this is the meter right here. While Aiden take the cover off, that's the top element is in there. So these water heater normally carries two elements, one at the top and one at the bottom. All right, so we're gonna test to make sure they're both good. So I'm just gonna show you how we test one, and then you do the same thing. And so this is a brand new element right here. This is what the elements look like. This is brand new. So we're first gonna test this one to make sure our meter is working properly. Yeah, we bought the whole set. They sell the set. So that's the thermostat, and this is the element right here. So again, if your water is not heating properly, it could be the thermostat needs turning up right here. You could just turn it up right here. If you look, you could see, let me see if I could see it. Yeah, you see all the different settings on the thermostat. Yeah, you can see 150. Yeah, right there. Yeah, different. Yeah, so the higher number you go, the hotter it gets. It comes set at 125 really. As you can see right here, 125. That's the factory setting. Okay. All right. So on the meter right here, you have all these knobs. This one has the home mark. This is home. This right here, this little arch sign. So we switch the meter to that, and then a good element is gonna read from 10 to 30 ohms. So let's test the good one first to show them. Let's test this one first. Test, yeah. So yeah, when you remove the cover, you move that white plate, and right here is the element. This is the thermostat right here. So he's gonna remove these two wires right here, and then he's gonna test to see what's the reading on that element. Oh, so now he's gonna put the leads on there. It doesn't matter which color goes where. When you put in your meter, make sure you plug it in the section that says ohm right here. If you look at the meter, you see ohm right here. So now the reading is saying 12.6. So that's good, right? And if you want to check to make sure your meter is working good, we're gonna test this new one. Test the new one. Let me see what it reads. Again, the new one is 12.4. So they're good. All right, that tells you this that element is good, and we're gonna do the same thing for the bottom one, and let you know. So yes, so we're gonna put it back, put back all the wiring. We're gonna put back all the wiring, put back all the wiring the way we took it off. We're gonna put it back the same way. Just pay attention. It doesn't matter which way I go with it. Yeah, just put it back the way you take it off. You know, that's all. So that's what he's doing right there, putting it back. We're gonna put back a white plate over it just to make sure. Make sure you're wired and putting back, not touching those screws. Yeah, and as you see, there's a this is the reset button right here. That's the reset button. Sometimes that's stripped. Okay, so that's the reset button, and so you make sure this plastic piece that Aiden has in his hand, that the hole is covered over that, and then you clip it in, and that's the way you put it back. And these are insulations. You put that back, and then you. All right, all right. So we're not gonna cover it back as yet until we turn back on the power. But before you turn the power on, so what we're doing is a few steps, guys. If the element is bad, we have to drain the water heater. You see this hose right here, and that cut off at the bottom. This is a pressure relief valve. You pull this up right here, and this induces the pressure into the water heater, and it releases when you open that. Pressure pushes it out, and it flows all the way up. But before you do that, you would turn this valve off. That's the cold water valve. You turn it off, so you don't want the water inside the water heater, and then you open your relief valve, and then you, with a hose, you drain the water heater, and you know when it's finished because it just get lighter. You could just push it and it stop running. So you turn this little valve at the bottom on, and then that will allow the water to flow out. All right, and so he's doing the same thing to the bottom like we did to the top. Yeah, so and that's how we're gonna do it. Just test it and make sure. All right, guys. So the bottom one is also good. So if you have the bad element, this socket right here, it had that socket right there. That's an inch and a half socket, and that fits right over it. If you look at this element right here, the one in the has the same is the same thing. So that socket fits right over there, and then you turn it. But that's why you want to drain it. Then you take it out. See this right here. It fits in your socket, and you screw it right out, and then you screw it back. All right. So that's what we do. You take the wire off, change the screw it out, and then that's that. That's how you replace that. Okay. Um. So now we got everything tested and everything is good. So we're gonna fill back this water heater. Turn the power back on, and see if we have a bad thermostat. Okay, that we're gonna check. But which is right here. See, that's the thermostat right there. All right, so uh, let us disconnect. Let's just fill back this water heater, and then and always we have to fill the water heater before you turn it back on, because you will burn up the elements. So you have to turn the water back on, fill it up, then you turn the water heater on. All right, that's the process. Fill it up, then turn back the switch. So turn the breaker off first, and then when you're putting back everything together, after you put back everything together, you turn the water on. Make sure it's filled up, because when you fill up, you'll know, because it stopped running then. All right, and then after it's filled up, then you turn the breaker on, and then you test. Okay, and yes, that's what Aiden just did. Make sure when you're filling it up, you close back this valve right here, because this will push the water out if the hose is on, right? So, but it's good to have this on. This is one way to know if it's full, because once this is up, once it's full, this overflow pipe right here, the water will start running back out to the overflow pipe if you leave this valve up, if you leave this switch up. So that's one way to find out if your water heater is filled. And it sounds like it filled up already. Man, that's fast.
Yep.
So let's see if it's filled up. We're gonna pop this to test. Pop that in to see if water went into the. No, yeah. You move the hose. Okay. I know, guys, a lot I'm saying, but you just go ahead and do the process. So pop this up right here and see if the overflow pipe water is coming out at the bottom of the overflow. Go ahead. Yeah, right. See that? That okay. All right. So let me go closer. You can see. Go again. All right. See that? Okay, good. So we know it's filled up and it stopped running. So we know that's good. So now we can turn the breaker on and check inside. Give it a few minutes and check to see if we're getting enough hot water inside. All right. So let me go. Walk with me as I go to the panel, and we're gonna turn this breaker on right here. It's kind of dark back here, so we come here, we check, and it says water heater right here. All right, so we pop that breaker on. No trippings. It's good. So we go back inside and we will check to make sure everything is good. All right, guys. All right, now everything checked out good. We're putting back the covers and everything. Yeah, the breaker, this was tripped, so we reset it, and and go ahead. We putting back everything together. All right. So we run it, and then we test the water in the kitchen, and it's running. So you'll always put it back everything the way you took it off. And so that's what we're doing right now, putting it back together. Uh, and the same way I show you to put the bottom one, the same way for the top one. You just always put the insulation back, then you put this plate back over it. One screw hold it in place. And right here is where the connection is made. And so we're gonna push this back in this sleeve right here. And be very careful when you're pushing it back. If you are uncomfortable doing this, then you go back and turn the power off and then fix it back the way you take it apart. And if you're not comfortable about the whole process, really, I mean, after you turn the power off and you're not comfortable in doing it, if you're in, I'm gonna put my contact information in the description. If you're in the Piedmont Triad area, you could contact me and we'll come and do it for you. Or if you're somewhere else, you call a licensed electrician or a plumber to do what I just did, and a licensed electrician to do this part right here that we're this to reconnect this part. A lot of times, sometimes the plumbers they can also do it. So whatever, if you're not comfortable doing it, that's one option you have. All right. So again, we just always recommend you know your limitations and your comfort level, and you work with that in mind. If you're not comfortable, then you call somebody to do it for you. All right. And so, because safety is always of utmost importance and our priority, and I want you, as I said before, I want you to remain safe so you can watch more of my videos and share with your friends. All right. So again, I can't overemphasize it. Safety is of utmost importance. So we're gonna put this back together and go back inside. Everything is tested good. Water is running. It's hot, and so we know the water heater is good now. That's so pretty, 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 pretty. It's neat. Put back together the way we took it apart. Pay attention, and you can't go wrong. Once you pay attention, you can't go wrong. All right. So again, I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching, man. Thank you for subscribing. Your support means a lot to us. So tell a friend to tell a friend, and share and follow us as we go through this journey. Um, let us know in the comment, man. Please, guys, comment. Let us know in the comment what you would like us to see us, what you would like to see us do next. You know, so we appreciate every comment, man. And I tell you, we will respond to every one of them. Okay. And if you have a problem or you have questions, ask them questions. We'll answer as best as we can from where we're at. Might be different where you're at, but we'll give you our honest opinion based on where we're at. Okay. So thank you again once more, and God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.